Mounting an NFS export is pretty similar to mounting other drives outside of the device name being different. In this chapter, we quickly mounted a simple export without discussing it. The syntax for mounting an NFS export is sudo space mount space dash t space NFS space the server name colon slash the export path space slash the mount path. In our previous video, we logged into RHOST2 and typed sudo space mount space dash t space NFS space RHOST1 colon slash home slash user share space slash home slash user mount. This used the NFS protocol to contact RHOST1 and mount its slash home slash user share export on the local slash home slash user mount directory. We can use the mount command to show which options the export is mounted with. You will want to log into your RHOST2 VM for this video and open a terminal. In the terminal, type in mount and hit enter. Our NFS export is the last line. We did not specify any options when mounting the export, so the defaults of RW, SUID, dev, exec, auto, no user, and async were used. We can also see in this output that it is mounted as NFS version 4.1, read and write sizes are 262,144 kilobytes, it's a hard mount, and security is sys. Note that you can't override the server. For instance, if the share is exported as read-only, you can't mount it as read-write. However, you can go the other way and mount your read-write share as read-only. You can remove privilege, but you can't add it on the client. To specify certain options like NFS vers, we can pass them after the -O option to the mount command. For instance, let's unmount our slash home slash user mount share, and then change options. Type in clear, and then type in sudo space umount space slash home slash user mount, and hit enter. Type in your password if prompted. Now let's mount it back up by specifying a different NFS version. Type in sudo space mount space dash t space NFS space -O for options space NFS vers equals 4.2 space RHOST1 colon slash home slash user share space slash home slash user mount. Hit enter and verify by typing in mount. We can see that it's now mounted as NFS version 4.2. We can also change mount options on the fly by specifying the remount option. Type in clear and then bring your line back and add remount and change the NFS version back to 4 and add no SUID and no user. Once you've done that, hit enter. This should attempt to remount our export with the NFS vers equals 4, no SUID, and no user options. Note that if you try to specify NFS version 3, it will fail, because we are not running the appropriate services on RHOST1, and the firewall isn't configured for NFS version 3 either. To make this mount persistent, we need to add it to the etcfs tab file using vi. Type in sudo space vi space slash etc slash fs tab and hit enter. Go into insert mode by pressing I, and then go to the last line. And type in RHOST1 colon slash home slash user share tab slash home slash user mount tab NFS tab NFS vers equals 4 comma no SUID comma no user tab 0 space 0. This will mount up our NFS export at boot using the options we just specified. There is one more option you might want to add, _netdev. NFS is a network file system, so if the system attempts to mount it before the network is started, there will be problems. The _netdev option delays mounting this drive until the network is active. This solves the problem of the slow network. However, if the drive is not available, the system will take a very long time to boot. For instance, if the client is a laptop and has moved to a different network that doesn't have access to RHOST1. To solve this issue, you'd want to use AutoFS so the share is only mounted when you try to access it the first time. Using AutoFS, the boot process proceeds as normal even though the share isn't available. Go ahead and add _netdev and then save by pressing escape :x exclamation point and hitting enter. Now let's test it. First we'll unmount our export and then mount it from the FS tab. Type in clear and then type in sudo space umount space slash home slash user mount and hit enter. And now type in sudo space mount space -A and verify with the mount command. If it mounted, we're in good shape.